hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
In now, Garrett Hampson. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Colorado, the second baseman.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
First pitch, 106.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Second, the center fielder, Raimel.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Buehler is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Charlie Blackmon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. Here's Nolan Arenado as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
John Gray gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. What's your take on him, Dan?
First-round draft pick out of the University of Oklahoma. Big arm, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard slider. It's never been about the stuff for John Gray. It's about attacking the strike zone. At times gets a little bit too timid on the mound, but if he brings his A game, you'll know early. If he's throwing strikes early with that fastball and he's in an attack mode, he's as good as anybody in the game.
Digging in now, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Dodgers, the center fielder.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Dahl ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have, too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting third, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. Line towards center field. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Lifted in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Blackman is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off for the
And
run,
that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Swing and a liner, but foul. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. A ball and 2 strikes. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting seventh.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Here's Ryan McMahon now. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Into the box now, number 45.
The third baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Number 16.
Standing in now, number 16. Out in front of it, strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Blackman is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Walker Buehler.
Stepping in now, Walker Buehler. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. Around third and being waved on home. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 2.
The center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a look at ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. After it is Blackman, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Corey Seager will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Dahl going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, and you have to figure he will not be thrilled with his performance in this one. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Standing in now, Max Muncy. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Into the box now, number 45. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. In to score is the runner from third. It's 7-0.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
In now, Chris Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. In terms of the head-to-head with Rafael Montero, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Hit hard to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open.